So last week I said that the funny thing about the election was that Donald Trump had to find a new running mate. I guess I spoke too soon. Clearly, at this point, the funny thing about the election is that one of the candidates is a felon. A convicted felon, LOL. That's hilarious. Who's going to be his running mate now? Who wants to be his running mate now? His partner in crime. His mate in running from the law. Forget a running mate. Donald Trump might have to start thinking about a cellmate. He might not be going to the White House. He might be going to the big house. Or he might be going to the White House. I don't know. If he appeals the ruling and gets voted into the White House, go for it, Don. Good for him then. But if he goes to jail, you gotta call him Don then. Donald sounds too formal, too nerdy. When he goes to jail, he's gonna be Donnie. We've got a convicted felon for presidential candidate. Hell yeah. What's even funnier is he could win. I think he's leading Biden in the polls. And we could have a president who's a convicted felon. That would be badass. And the MAGA mob is going crazy for this. They're like, Jesus was persecuted too. It's crazy that he was charged 34 times also. It's not even just like one charge. Each time he paid his lawyer for paying off Stormy Daniels. Or he was sending his lawyer money to pay off Stormy Daniels. I guess that's the shady part. He was sending his lawyer money to send to Stormy Daniels. And chalking it up to quote-unquote legal expenses. And I guess the really illegal part was that the jury decided they were done to aid or conceal a crime. And according to the prosecution, that crime was conspiracy to promote or prevent the election of a person to a public office by unlawful means. So they're saying this was Donald Trump's campaign was conspiring to promote him to public office using the unlawful means of falsification of business records. If that makes sense. I feel like I learned so much doing this podcast. Shit, I know I learned so much doing this podcast. It's fucking crazy. This trial is crazy. Basically, he's paying off a porn star, though. And so she doesn't talk about their affair so he can get elected to be president. Basically. It's really simple. And really inappropriate. But shit, it's not any more inappropriate than what Bill Clinton did in the White House. And Bill Clinton paid other women off to not talk about other crazier shit, I'm sure, too. Apparently, Bill Clinton had a problem with bimbo eruptions, which is a term that I think was invented for him. I don't think it's in any science textbooks. I don't think Mount Vesuvius has bimbo eruptions. I think it's just Bill Clinton. He's phenomenal in that way. A scientific phenomenon. Donald Trump paid off Stormy Daniels so she didn't have a bimbo eruption. Because, you know, with a name like Stormy, her eruptions are going to be earth-shaking, election-losing. We'll see how this goes for him. Is he gonna make a second T-shirt with his mugshot on it? His second mugshot. He's gonna have a whole line of T-shirts with different mugshots. It's a certain marketing strategy, that's for sure. We'll see if it pays off. Have you seen his YouTube ads? Busking for money, begging for money. He says, "Hello, it is me, Donald Trump, humbly begging for, $25 of your ever so hard earned money. Humbly. Hello, this is Donald Trump, humbly here." Man, should I make this episode just me practicing my Trump impression? Donald Trump. Fuck, I'm terrible at it, dude. Terrible. Hello, this is Donald Trump being humble. They're fucking funny YouTube ads anyways. If you haven't seen them, you gotta go watch some more YouTube. Watch some news on YouTube and you'll probably get recommended them. Donald Trump being humble. That's a great bit. Or there's one with Donald Trump Jr. and he's like, "Hello, please help me keep my father out of jail. Hi, this is Donald Trump Jr. Please donate $25 so my dad can stay out of jail." They didn't make Barron get into the YouTube ad to beg for money. That would have been too sad. He's just a kid. It would have been like, "Please, sir," some Oliver Twist vibes. Some forced child labor vibes. Like, dad won't let you play any video games unless you promote his campaign on YouTube. Only 3 hours of video game time if you're not in the YouTube ads. What does punishment for the Trump kids look like? Your allowance is cut in half for the week. You have to ride to school in their second nicest luxury car. Just kidding. We all know Donald Trump doesn't punish his kids. Being Donald Trump's kid is the punishment. Even though you probably have the nicest houses, nicest luxury vehicles and accommodations all over the world, you can't leave your house because everybody fucking hates you and anybody on the street would try to kick your ass or just make fun of you, bully the shit out of you. Think about it. Barron Trump can't do anything. Barron Trump can't go to the supermarket without getting his ass kicked. It's horrible. Terrible life. It's quite an unfortunate life Barron Trump leads. He's got to stay at Mar-a-Lago so nobody tells him to Mar-a-Lago fuck himself. He's going to grow up to be a politician to get revenge for his dad. That's my prediction. Or grow up and get revenge on me for this podcast. All right, you guys, thank you for listening. Peace.